Beautiful cities in the world. Number 1, Dubai. Dubai hits you first with its sheer audacity. It's a city that seems to have sprung fully formed from the desert sand. A testament to what oil, money, and ambition can build. The sun hits the glass towers with a blinding intensity. The skyline isn't just a collection of buildings. It's a statement. A forest of glass and steel reaching for an impossibly blue sky. Wide, immaculate roads, luxury cars gliding like silent predators. People from every corner of the globe, traditional abayas, designer suits, vast air-conditioned plazas. And then the Burj Khalifa, a needle piercing the heavens. Crowds wait as the fountains prepare their liquid ballet. Then, a corner turn, and you step back in time. From sweeping highways to winding streets of the old city. Wind towers stand in quiet defiance of the giants. A man in a small spice shop surrounded by color, hands stained, weighing a purchase. The air changes, cardamom, roasting meat, the faint sweetness of shisha. Souks in symphony, gold glittering, dates sticky in the light. A distant call to prayer, a smile, and a handshake still seal a deal. Number 2, Singapore. Singapore presents itself with a clean, almost clinical precision. The skyline is a masterpiece of design, softened by green, a city in a garden. Trees on buildings, lush rooftops, plants filling every space. A wide, calm river, boats moving with deliberate grace. Planned, efficient, sustainable, almost unnervingly perfect. Then you dive into the neighborhoods. Historic shophouses in neat, vibrant rows. Life spills onto streets, plastic chairs in a halo of steam and clatter. The air is heavy with soy, sizzling garlic, chili, and herbs. Practiced efficiency, a shared dish, and laughter. The soul of Singapore is its food. Public transport runs with hushed precision. Otherworldly gardens. Super trees glitter nightly. Lanes alive. A vendor reveals bright white fruit inside a purple rind. Chinese, Malay, Indian, and more. Efficiency fuels quality of life. A good meal, a walk in the park, time with family, progress balanced by community and tradition. Number 3, Kyoto. Kyoto feels like a deep, calming breath. The tone shifts immediately. The scale becomes human. Old houses, narrow paths, uneven stones underfoot. Quiet grace in daily tasks. A distant temple bell tolls. Vermilion gates, petals falling like soft snow. Respect for ingredients, a gentle bow and smile. Calm, ordered streets, paper, wood, and warm glow. Steam rises, whisk hums, every cut a meditation. Light filtered through shoji and trees, the shuffle of gravel, quiet conversation. A restrained skyline framed by mountains. People moving with care and respect. History worn like a well-loved garment. A living museum with mindful cadence. Number 4, Sydney. Sydney opens with a blast of blue and white. The harbor is the city's heart and soul. A vast expanse of sparkling water defines everything. The city is awake, alive, linked to the water. Streets with casual, sun-kissed energy. The smell of strong coffee and baking bread. Bells ring soft, colorful displays, a soulful guitar on the corner. The beach isn't a destination, it's a way of life. Urban meets nature seamlessly, from high-rise office to world-class beach in under an hour. A warm glow wraps towers and heritage stone. Ease in the air, life meant to be enjoyed. Sydney isn't trying too hard, comfortable in its own skin, beautiful, brash, and endlessly appealing on a stunning natural stage. Number 5, Vancouver. Vancouver immediately establishes its connection to the wild. Crisp air over water. Seaplanes, ferries, sailboats, and kayaks share the blue. The city is green everywhere, living and breathing the outdoors. Nature never far away. Wild salmon, fresh berries, artisanal cheeses, a Pacific Northwest table. The smell of pine and salt water is ever present. Architecture of glass capturing light in clouds. Just blocks away, quiet streets with gardens and old giants. A small ferry ties neighborhoods together. The city adapts, a sea of bright umbrellas. Kind, calm, cozy, a sense of community inside and out. A dual identity, global hub and friendly neighborhoods in a sublime setting. Big to intimate, always in balance. A city is nothing without its people. It's just a collection of concrete, glass, steel. The film moves fast, but it pauses for them. It finds the human element in the urban flow. In Dubai, faces of workers high above the city. In Singapore, laughter over a bowl in a hawker hall. In Kyoto, a tea master's serene concentration. In Sydney, an easy smile toward the waves. In Vancouver, strangers nod in passing rain. Not grand gestures, the small, practiced movements that define daily life. These intimate actions are the building blocks of economy and culture, silent rituals that keep the machine running. Unscripted, revealing moments in the business of living. The city is the sum of millions of lives, each with its own rhythm and purpose. The buildings tell a story. They are the city's memory, its ambition, its very bones. In Dubai, the narrative is explosive growth, limitless possibility. Towers as symbols, newest, tallest, most audacious, a language of wealth, a futuristic vision. Yet in the shadows, old wind catchers and courtyards, survival in sun and wind before oil. A push forward that hasn't erased the past. In Kyoto, architecture whispers harmony, natural materials, human scale, mountains always in view. Tight-knit shophouses foster street life and community, a sustainable future, density and nature coexisting. Prominent public spaces and a culture that celebrates its natural setting. Wide balconies, big windows, light and water invited in. Connections are part of the story. Elevated trains, rushing ferries, harbor cities breathing with the tide. Market layout, park design, sidewalk width. Choices that dictate how we gather, move, and interact. Not just buildings, but the spaces between. Streets, plazas, parks, defining character and telling the people's story. The journey ends as it began, in a rush of motion and light. The five cities blur in a rapid-fire montage. Dubai's glow, Singapore's electric grove, Kyoto's warm paper light, Sydney lit over black water, Vancouver twinkling beneath silent peaks. The montage is not just skylines but smiles. A vendor packing up, a late meal shared, a guitar tucked away. City sounds blend, siren, hum, murmurs, gentle water. A final sweeping look at diversity and unity. The cuts slow, the cities rest, but their pulse continues. The rhythm may slow, yet never truly stops. A light flicks on in a high-rise or a small wooden house. Behind that window, a meal, a book, a conversation. The camera drifts back, the music fades, leaving the memory of light, color, and motion.